Go over how to bulk upload data back into Vote Builder. Most times you're not going to need to bulk upload. You're going to be able to enter data, via Quickmark or from a virtual phone bank, or maybe pass data back into Van via the API. But there will be times where you need to bulk upload data back into the system. It's probably if you're using like a third-party dialer, for example, and it does not integrate with Van. You're going to want to put those results back into the system via bulk uploader. I've got my data right here on the right, and it's saved as a Google Sheet, and let's go ahead and bulk upload it into the system. I'm here on the My Voters homepage. I'm heading to Load Data on the right-hand side of the page and clicking Run Bulk Uploads, and then selecting Upload a New File. Van is going to ask us if we want to load data with voter file Van ID or state voter ID. Voter file Van ID is Van's proprietary ID. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be uploading with this. State voter ID, as the name suggests, comes from the Maryland State Board of Elections. It's highly unlikely you're going to be using this, but just wanted to differentiate the two. Let's go ahead and click Next. Van has some requirements for files that are uploaded into the system, like it needs to be a CSV or a text or an Excel. It can be a zip. Also, it cannot be more than 20 megabytes. And the first column of the file always, always, always has to be a voter file Van ID or a state voter ID when you're uploading into My Voters. You can choose to upload like from your computer, or you can choose to upload via Google Sheets. I'm going to go ahead and upload via Google Sheets. So I'm copying the URL of my Google document. I'm clicking on File Source and I'm selecting Google Sheets. I'm going to go ahead and paste my Google Spreadsheet URL here. I'm going to go ahead and click Upload. Google is going to ask me if I want to authorize Van to have access to my documents. I'm going to click yes. All right, so we can go ahead and start uploading. I'm going to go ahead and click Apply New Mapping, and I'm going to apply a survey response because I'm uploading dialer results. So I'm clicking Apply Survey Response. And each column is an answer. So for the survey question, I'm going to go ahead and do the John Doe ID question. Survey response, we can see here that some are undecided, some are strong against, strong support, all that good stuff. So we'll tell it to map and look for the responses in the John Doe ID column. Contacted how, auto dial. Contacted when, let's go ahead and just do the canvas date column. And canvasser, I was the canvasser, so that's fine. We'll just leave that as my account. Click Next. And now we need to map. So if it's blank, there was no response, so we're just going to go ahead and leave it as blank. If it's strong support, we're going to map it to strong support as the survey question. 2, lean support. 3, undecided. 4, lean against. 5, strong against, and we'll click Next. Default contacted when, we have to set a default date for when the voter was contacted. If the canvas date column is blank, we'll just set that as yesterday. Click Next. Excellent, and let's go ahead and do it again. So we are going to apply survey response. This time we're going to map the issue column because there's an issue column over here in our data. And let's go ahead and map that. So choose column from data file. Look for the survey response in the issue ID column, contacted how, auto dial, contacted when, canvas date. And then I was the canvasser, so that's correct. And let's go ahead and start mapping. If it's blank, we're going to leave it as blank. Civil rights is going to map to civil rights. Healthcare is going to map to healthcare. Jobs will go to jobs in the economy. Other will be other. Reproductive rights to reproductive rights. And schools to schools funding. Click Next. Set a default contacted when date. Next. And finally, let's go ahead and make sure we capture everyone that was not home. So we are going to, this time, click Apply New Mapping, Apply Canvas Results, Contacted How, Auto Dial, Canvas Result. We're going to map it to the Canvas Result column. Again, Canvas yesterday. I was the canvasser. If the canvasser, or I'm sorry, if the voter was not home, we will mark them as not home. If they were canvassed, we are already capturing that they are canvassed by virtue of mapping a survey response to them. So we don't need to do anything here for the canvassed folks because they're going to be captured in the survey response mapping. Let's go ahead and click next one more time. And this is pretty much it. If we wanted to apply an activist code, if we wanted to apply email addresses, apply notes, if we had those columns, we could definitely do that. But more often than not, you folks are going to be uploading, bulk uploading Canvas results, survey responses, that kind of stuff. All I need to do now is click finish. Click finish one more time. And that's it. We are going to see our bulk upload right here. It's going to take a little while, maybe 5 to 10 minutes for the data to be applied to the voter file. But that's all there is to it. That's all you need to do to bulk upload. Head to My Voters when you're done, and the data will be applied to the voter file.